All right, let's talk about a secret weapon for transforming your life. And you know what? It all starts the moment you wake up. Today, we're diving into how that very first hour of your day holds the key to, well, pretty much everything. I want you to really think about this for a second. Is your morning a blur? A frantic rush of hitting the snooze button, grabbing your phone, scrolling, and then just scrambling to get out the door? Or is it calm? Is it focused? Is it a start that actually sets you up to win? Most of us, if we're honest, are stuck in that first camp, just reacting from the second our eyes open.
And this really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got that reactive morning, just chaos, distraction, that feeling of being behind before you've even started. But then you look at the other side, the proactive morning. That feels different, right? Calm, clarity, living with actual intention. Our goal today is to give you the exact tools to make that leap.
So here's the big idea, the core belief behind all of this. That first hour isn't just a transition, it's the rudder for your entire day. It steers the whole ship. If you can win the morning, you can absolutely win the day. And when you start stacking up those winning days, you start winning at life. It's that simple and that profound. I just love this metaphor. Before the emails start pinging, before the notifications pop up, before the world starts demanding your attention, you have this precious, quiet window of time. It's a completely blank page, and you get to be the author. You can write a story of stress and chaos, or you can write a story of purpose and clarity. The choice is yours. Now, this quote comes from a guy named Elrod, and his story is just incredible. This whole routine wasn't cooked up in some corporate retreat. It was born from a total tragedy. After a car accident that nearly killed him, Hal found himself in massive debt and deep, deep depression. So he made a decision. He decided to dedicate just 1 hour every single morning to rebuilding himself from the inside out. And that one single hour changed everything for him. And what came out of that personal journey is this beautifully simple and super memorable framework he calls S.A.V.E.R.S. It's an acronym for 6 really powerful habits that, when you put them together, create a morning routine that can absolutely change your life. So let's break down what each of those letters stands for. Okay, here they are, S.A.V.E.R.S. That's silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing, which is basically just a fancy, focused way of saying writing. Each one of these habits is like a lever for your own personal growth. They're designed to elevate your mind, your body, and your focus. Let's dig into how each one actually works. So the first 2 habits are all about your inner game. It's about starting from the inside out. Before you even think about reacting to the world, you first take a moment to connect with yourself. It's about kicking off your day from a place of real peace and strength. Okay, let's be super clear here. S for silence does not mean scrolling through your phone in bed. It's about intentionally creating calm. This could be meditation, it could be prayer, or it could be just 5 minutes of quiet, deep breathing. The whole point is to lower your stress hormone, your cortisol, and get some clarity before the noise of the day rushes in. You're choosing to tune in before you tune out. All right, next up is A for affirmations, and this one gets misunderstood a lot. This isn't just wishful thinking or magic. Affirmations are a really practical tool for reprogramming your own brain. You are consciously choosing the beliefs that you want to operate from. Think of it like this. You're writing the script for your inner voice, instead of just letting that default negative track play on repeat. These are the thoughts that are going to fuel your actions. And here's the key to making them actually work. Instead of something vague like, I will be successful, you get specific. Something like, I am confident and disciplined, and I consistently take the actions I need to reach my financial goals, because I want to provide security for my family. You feel the difference, right? It's specific, it's in the present tense, and it's tied to something that actually matters to you. All right, the next 2 habits, V and E. This is where we connect the mind to the body. You first see where you want to go in your mind's eye, and then you physically generate the energy to get there. Seriously, think about any top athlete. They don't just hope they win. They mentally rehearse it over and over and over. They feel what it's like to win before they even step onto the field. This literally primes your brain to see the opportunities and the resources that will make that vision a reality. And you can use this exact same technique for anything, from nailing a big presentation to just having a more patient conversation with your kids. And now E for exercise. But again, let's be clear, this is not about a punishing hour-long workout at the gym. The goal here is simple. Wake up your body and your brain. Just a few minutes of light movement gets your blood flowing, it boosts oxygen to your brain, and it releases those feel-good endorphins. It's about igniting your energy for the day, not running yourself into the ground. And that brings us to our final two habits, R and S. This is all about intellectual fuel. First, you take in new ideas, and then you take a moment to process and clarify your own. So you've got these two sides of the same coin. Reading is your input. You're gaining new knowledge, new perspectives. You're learning from the greatest minds in history. Then, scribing or writing is your output. That's where you get to process all those ideas, write down your own insights, and get crystal clear on your goals. You know, reading just 10 pages a day is over 3,600 pages in a year. Think about the person you'd become after reading that much. Okay, so we've gone through all 6 habits, but now we get to the most important part. How do you actually make this work? Because I know exactly what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but there is no way I have an extra hour in my morning. And you know what? That's the #1 roadblock for everyone. But what if I told you that you could do this entire life-changing routine in just 6 minutes? Yeah, 6. 1 minute for each habit. Suddenly, the excuses kind of disappear, don't they? This is what makes the S.A.V.E.R.S framework so brilliant. It's totally flexible. You can do the full 60-minute deep dive if you want, or a 30-minute version, or you can do the 6-minute no excuses routine. 1 minute of quiet, 1 minute reciting your affirmations. I mean, come on, anyone can find 6 minutes. The point isn't about how long you do it, it's about doing it every single day. That's where the magic happens. And here's the key, you have to give it a real shot. So here's the challenge. Commit to whatever routine you choose, whether it's 60 minutes or 6 for 30 days straight. That's about how long it takes to really wire a new habit into your brain so it becomes automatic. This is how the practice stops being something you do and starts being a part of who you are. So that's it. We've seen how that first hour really can set the course for your entire life. We've walked through the 6 simple, powerful habits that can take you there. And now, that page is blank. The opportunity is right there waiting for you. The only question left is, what story are you going to write tomorrow?